What is up, everybody? It's your girl Diamond Monet here, back with another video. And today we about to sit up here and talk about this Where is Wendy part 1 over on Lifetime television. Okay, did y'all watch it? Did y'all watch Where is Wendy? Let me tell y'all, I've been holding off from watching any of my favorite YouTube commentators because I wanted to bring what I truly feel is about this damn, let me stop cussing, about this documentary. Girl, I wanted to watch it for myself and I want to share how I feel first. Before I watch anybody else, I promise you that I have not watched anybody else's content. So this is a raw review, no outside sources to discuss it with, no nothing. This is truly how I feel about what I've watched, okay? So, but first, if this is your first time seeing my face or knowing my existence, my name is Diamond. I go by Diamond Monet here on this channel. And on this channel, I like to talk about all things pop culture, anything in the society going on that tickles my fancy, and everything in between. So if that is something that you might be interested in, I think you should consider subscribing to my channel and then we can be friends, okay? So, girl, first of all, with this documentary, I hated it. I did not like it, not one bit. I hated it. All right. I am a Wendy Williams fan. I watched every single episode of the Wendy Williams show. I would wait to watch it. I would be the girl at work, you know, doing my teaching job, whatever, you know, she was daytime television, but every single last episode will be available on YouTube by the time I got off work, for sure. And by the time I was ready to watch it, which was at night. So Wendy is my girl. Wendy is the inspiration behind all of this. I know all of the commentators say it, but it is true. It's true. You have to have an unsolicited opinion about everything if you're going to do this and you're going to do it right. And Wendy Williams taught me how to say it like I mean it, you know, among other things. I've always been like that. Well, not always. As a kid, I was not like this. And also, my mom says it like she means it also. But mainly, Wendy Williams, honey, for the commentary piece, okay? So, watching this, I didn't know what I was going to get, all right? And there's a lot to cover. Okay, so first of all, the documentary opens up about what happened to Wendy. Okay, when the decline started for Wendy Williams. It goes into detail about Kevin Hunter and his mistress. I will not talk about her on this channel, okay, but it goes into Kevin Hunter, his mistress. It goes into Wendy Williams and when she had on the Statue of Liberty costume and when she fell out, and subsequently everything thereafter. It talks about how her son, little Kev, came into the picture and got his mom and brought her to Miami because he felt like she needed fresh air, she needed rehabilitation. It talks about how she was getting better when he came in, you know. And one thing about it, we'll get to that part in a second, but from watching this documentary, I don't know how this is set up. I don't know. It's so strange and it's so weird how Wendy is not with her family now. Okay, so back to the part about little Kev taking his mom and making her his top priority, making sure she's eating vegan food, making sure she's exercising, making sure that she is happy. Now, I will tell you this, Kevin and Wendy's relationship is most definitely strained. It has to be strained because I think that's one reason why she's not with him now. And we'll go into what ended up happening after that. So what happened is Wells Fargo decided to sweep in and take Wendy away from her family, from her son, because of these quote unquote outrageous or outlandish purchases. And one thing that little Kev decides to do in his confessional is say that his mom has always been extremely generous. She does everything big. And if you know Wendy, you know that that's the truth. And I think it's like, okay, but she's not quote unquote in her right mind. They flagged these purchases. They felt like some nefarious things were happening. So they decided to take her away from her family because little Kev was the power of attorney. So they took her from little Kev and took his power of attorney privileges away from him, put her in court, put a freeze on her accounts and gave her over to a what do you call it? Some sort of caretaker that we have not seen, we do not know of. And I think that the caretaker has filed some sort of grievance with Lifetime to stop the whole thing from coming out, as she should, because the documentary is a hot mess. Okay, so now we're into the phase of Wendy Williams being out of her family's not control, but out of her family's care, and into the hands of a Will Shelby, who is quote unquote her manager. And then we have this woman, Sean. What is Sean's last name? Because I want to get everything right. Okay, her name is Sean Zanotti. Okay, Sean Zanotti supposed to be somebody's publicist or whatever. I guess she has credibility in the game, but we're gonna get to why I said I don't like this documentary. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how Wendy looks. I don't like any of this. We're gonna get to that. Okay. So now that's the picture that they painted before everything actually starts. Now, keep in mind that Wendy now is separated. Lifetime has basically, and okay, I will say that I do like the fact that what they're doing is they are showing us exactly, I think, what is going on with Wendy, because it's called Where's Wendy? Wendy signed up for this. So I think that the family, and we'll talk about Alex Feeney in a second, that's Miss Wendy Williams' good niece. I think that they probably wanted us to see this so that they can kind of maybe build a case a little bit and show that she needs to be back in the care of her family and her son. That's what I think. And so anyways, back to where we are now. So after that's going on, now this is where we are. We have confessionals of Wendy's family. The only people who have spoken, and I forgot her nephew's name, but we have her nephew, Mr. Feeney. We have her niece, Alex Feeney, and we have her son, Little Kev. These, and her best friend, can't remember, Robin, and her best friend, Robin. Those are the people that are talking on the confessional side that are not with Wendy at all and don't have any contact with Wendy on a daily basis. And then you have Wendy over here in New York, excuse me, in New York City. She's with Will Shelby, and she's with Sean Zanotti. She has the driver and everybody else that is not her family. Let me tell y'all this. It is clear as day that Wendy is being used up. It is clear as day from this. I know that this was filmed before we found out that she has dementia. It is clear as day that she is going in and out of something, and with those dementia patients, one minute they're here, and in the next minute they are back in the past. 1 minute they're nice, 1 minute they are extremely mean. So the reason why I don't like it is because this is clearly a sick woman. So where is the caregiver? Where are the people actually giving care? She needs to be in some type of serene situation, not around a whole bunch of yes people allowing her to yell at them and spend all of her money up, taking her X, Y, and Z because she said it, because she's quote unquote an icon. She's Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, the icon, is no more. This is Wendy Williams, the aging woman with dementia. She's still an icon. Let me take that back. But she's not in the limelight anymore. Now it's time for her to focus on her health. And she's not well. And so for a court system to take her away from the people who mean her no harm is insane to me. Something is just not cleaning the buttermilk, which is what Alex was getting ready to talk about. So we have the confessional from Robin. I think Robin is the one who first said the divorce was the hardest thing that she ever had to go through. And subsequently losing her mother. Those two things alone sent her. And the bottle, meaning alcohol, is her best friend. Little Kev says he hates alcohol. Little Kev hates it. And he said that one thing that he knows that his mom would definitely do is pacify him with large purchases, large amounts of money all the time, getting him any and everything that he wanted, because she could not let alcohol go. And that's the source of all of this. The alcohol brought on the dementia. They're not talking about the dementia. All they keep on saying in the All they keep on saying in the documentary is something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong. And I agree with that. So let's do a little bit of character study. This Will Shelby guy, he needs to count his days. Okay? He needs to count his days. And I'm going to tell you why. I feel like it is easy to say, hey, you know, I want you to come in. Call her son. Call Alex. I need y'all to come in and help me out. Wendy is going in and out of control, in and out of consciousness. She's laid up, not wanting to get out of bed. She's drinking all day. I need y'all here. No courts. Didn't have to call the courts and none of that stuff. Yeah, I know what the court said, but until you're actually in court, the courts don't know. And I need y'all to come in. I need y'all to help me and help your mom and help your auntie. And we need to figure out what's going on with her because this ain't right. Easy phone call could have been made. Simple. Straight to the point. No. Will setting up photo shoots got Wendy out here looking crazy. That's my biggest issue. Wendy is out here looking crazy. I wish I would have my mama out here looking crazy, baby. We fighting to the depths. I put on my TikTok last night. I'm ready to jack about Wendy because she looks insane. The way everything is going, she looks insane. She'll never talk to Alex like that when Alex is trying to help her with an outfit. She'll never talk to her son like that. I already know. She's acting like this because she, of course, has dementia. They haven't found out yet. And she don't really want these people around her. To cope with all of it, it's the liquor. Why is alcohol even in the house? Why is alcohol even in her room? You don't have to give it to her. It don't matter what she want. What, she gonna knock you over? And then the falling over of it all. It's just insane to me. And it's really sick. It's giving last days to me. It's like the final days of Wendy. It's like destroying how I viewed her. It's destroying her legacy. Honestly, we should not even have access to this Wendy. We should not even have access to this Wendy. And when Wendy signed up for this, it was when we watched the Wendy Williams movie documentary thingy, where it was the movie. So I think she signed on for the movie and subsequently the documentary hereafter. Remember the Lifetime movie about Wendy Williams' life? That was completely different from us actually seeing real time what's going on with Wendy. We didn't really need this. Unless the family is going to use this for their personal gain in getting back what they've lost as far as being her power of attorney, that's the only reason why I feel like it's necessary. Other than that, I don't want to see this shit. And Will Shelby, he needs to count his motherfucking days because I don't agree with this at all. Now let's talk about Sean. He's not a good manager at all. What are you managing? He keeps on telling her, that's easy. She's like, I want to be back on TV. She's acting like a baby. Wendy is acting like a child. I want to be back on TV. Of course you want to be back on TV. That's all you know is TV and radio. Of course. And he's like, it's easy. We could do that. No, you can't. Because if you could do it, it would have been done right now. But Wendy is not in her right mind. She's not. Then here, let's talk about this heifer, this hussy. Let's talk about this wench, okay? Sean Zanotti. Yes person. Yes woman. She's a yes girl. She's a user. She's an abuser. Okay, you can tell she's here because she's got to be a Sagittarius. No offense to the Sagittarius. No offense to the Sagittarius. Okay, I'm just playing, but I was so glad to see. I don't know where I saw. I don't know if this was at the end or what, but there's a little clip going around where Alex is like, I want her out of here now. I need her out of here. She's a user. She's a yes person. She's a user. She doesn't care about my aunt. She doesn't know my aunt. Why is she even here? She tells producers that, and producers get her ass up out of there because that's exactly what she looks like. Where did you come from? Why are you here? And why are you all of a sudden getting paid? Who put her in place? Y'all got to go back to Will. Will is letting all these people around. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm not feeling any of this, all right? But I will be watching part 2, and I will be giving a review of part 2 tomorrow. Cause I mean, it's Auntie Wendy. They put it out there for us, and we gotta watch it, okay? And we gotta see how this shit gonna really break down. I'm hoping for a wonderful conclusion, which probably is not gonna happen, because as you guys know, Alex has been going on these shows and talking about how she still doesn't really have access to even call her aunt. Her aunt calls her, so things probably have not been resolved yet. But I'm feeling like this documentary. I'm hoping that this documentary is going to be a stepping stone for the family to get her back in their care. I am hoping and praying. And I feel like Lifetime, how they're framing it, having her looking crazy as hell like this, I'm feeling like that's why. I'm really feeling like that. I'm hoping. So we're going to see what the end result going to be, y'all. We're going to be following this closely. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next upload. Deuces.